Story 1. An army of short, chubby, middle-aged women with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder? They better come with some superpowers. Story 2. Sure, why not? My power fantasy has always been to make life good for everyone, and now I can because there is more than one of me. Story 3. Can we just fix it instead of conquering it? It's broken, you see. I have a few ideas on how to improve things, but they're kind of long-term strategies, and I don't have that kind of energy anymore. I just want to relax and not have to worry about anything for a while without the world's leaders playing dangerous games. Also, please give me one of those multiverse teleporters and some money. I'd like to quit my job, and one day I might want to go world hopping. Story 4. I could turn this situation around. Anything I say goes. However, I would be a fair leader unlike others. People can have rights, but I need to be in power to ensure that everyone maintains their rights. Story 5. Nah, I am already on step 27 of my 52-step conquest. I do not want to rewrite it. Thank you, though. Story 6. Yes, please, sir and madam. I sincerely apologize if your species does not have genders or sexes. That's perfectly fine. We have some really good food here, especially in Thailand and Italy, if you eat. It's okay if you don't eat. I was just mentioning it. So, how are you doing? Can you tell us more about yourselves? I don't mean to be invasive. We are interested if you want to share. But if not, that's okay too. We're not doing so well on Earth. Our leaders are unkind. Story 7. I am not really the world-conquering type, and I am not saying I would be a great leader, but I think I can meet the standards set by current world leaders. Story 8. No, I am only really comfortable making mistakes in my own life. I don't want to be responsible for making mistakes in someone else's life. Story 9. Yes, I will be the most evil overlord anyone can imagine. If the way the world works right now is good and right, then kindness, equality, and honesty are truly evil. Story 10. How many more multiverses do we have planned? I would love to conquer this one, but I only plan to help with the next 10. Story 11. Try to confirm what they mean by conquest. Most likely just reply, no thanks. I'm good. I'm just in the final phase of the plan, with nothing to do but watch and wait at this point. Story 12. I want to conquer the world. I aim to provide everyone with a new belief system. I will put an end to poverty, hygiene issues, and hard labor. I will promote equality in all of my decisions. Story 13. I would ask them what is in it for them. What do they believe in and how is their world run? How can I guarantee that I have control over things? There are many questions before anything else. Story 14. Yes, I am completely incompetent and ill-prepared to rule a planet. But that level of self-awareness and reflection means I am miles ahead of most world leaders. So sure, I will give it a shot. Story 15. I'd probably shrug and say, pass. But then they would come back, blow up my garage, killing my wife and daughter, forcing me to develop portal technology myself, and then spend the next 7 seasons trying to find and kill him. When it's all said and done, I'll feel nothing and just putter around the universe with an alternate version of my grandson, sometimes an alternate version of my granddaughter, and sometimes an alternate version of my daughter or her clone, but never her husband. In the end, though, it was really all about that sauce. Story 16. Yes, they are me, and I trust myself. But in my realm, nobody gets hurt for it unless they refuse. Story 17. Sure, you all can get started. I need to take a moment. Then I will go through the portal they came from and live like a king in a world I have already conquered. Story 18. Holy smokes. Thank goodness you all are here. Listen, it's worse than that. There's already another autistic kid running around here with extra-dimensional support. He's got my sense of style, but I'm pretty sure he's not one of us. Are you going to show me how to fight an interplanar war, or can I just escape from this forsaken planet? And this is the part where one of the variants will slap me and go on about responsibility and the need to guide the singularity, ensuring it remains human-friendly, at least until the first interstellar migration. Story 19. I would be more interested in that interdimensional technology, to be honest. Forget this Earth. Let's go to the universe where there is a shortage of men for some reason. Something about death by excessive intimacy. Story 20. Sure. Come on in, everyone. Does anyone have condoms? Or is that just something I need? Story 21. First things first. Find the smartest person available and either get direction or determine how to improve this situation significantly. Story 22. You have already tried it. Now you are here asking me questions as if you did not find the answers on your end. Let me handle it my way. Then browse Reddit for many more years. Story 23. Do you happen to have a parcel of land that I can have all to myself? Story 24. Conquer is a strong word. I envision overthrowing all oppressive leaders and their administrations to usher in an era of mutual alliance and peace. A planet for the people of the planet. Not merely more wealth and power for the already ultra-wealthy. Story 25. No thanks. I've got it on my own. You can go on. Please close the portal and never come back. I want some privacy. Thank you. Nobody should be conquering planets, and a dark version of myself who wants to conquer the planet is not someone I want around. Story 26. What happened to make me consider putting in effort in anything, let alone taking over the Earth? Story 27. 1. What would happen to me? How is this going to go? Will there be devastation? Are your worlds all organized in the same way afterward? What is in it for you? Story 28. I'll be honest, I don't think you want this world. We got a snack into the White House before we got Grand Theft Auto 6. Story 29. I would be shocked and surprised if there were versions of me that were motivated enough to conquer Earth to say anything. Story 30. Perfect timing. Everything is in chaos, and the economy is in turmoil. No mercy, no exceptions. Story 31. Oh, really? Well, this universe is quite easy to conquer. You just have to pay off the politicians. If each of you gives me $10, I can take over everything. Story 32. Conquer how? Am I to become some sort of dictator of the world? No, I don't want that. I want to help people. Story 33. Yes, my friends, the day of reckoning is upon us. Let us make BJ Blazkowicz proud and get to work stabbing, shooting, and strangling Nazis. Story 34. Why would I want to stay in this place when I can go to another universe where an army of myself already has control? Story 35. You all did what now? Who are you and what are you doing in my body? Story 36. I got bored a long time ago and let it reset. If you have any new interdimensional technology or items, that would be great. It might help kill boredom. Story 37. Not only no, but absolutely not. The last thing I need is that kind of power. I cannot be trusted with it. Story 38. I mean, I don't trust the me's, but at this point, I'm not sure it would be worse than where we are heading. Also, maybe they brought dinosaurs. Story 39. I don't know if I would want to be surrounded by multiple versions of myself with that much motivation, but I believe I would be a far better leader for this world than the ones we currently have. You are going to have single-payer healthcare, and you will like it. No, we are not bringing out the more efficient guillotine just for you. If you truly cared about efficiency, we wouldn't be in this situation. Story 40. Oh, no worries. Things are proceeding according to plan. Somehow, the pause is audible as I steeple my fingers. Thunder sounds ominously in the distance as a lone rubber duck, hung by its neck, rotates slowly in the center of an ancient cathedral, illuminated only by occasional flashes of lightning. Story 41. Well, I would know they are imposters because if I introduce myself to myself, I would be using many words to explain every possible aspect of the situation, so I would never sound so succinct. Therefore, I must keep the potential alien imposters on their side or the portal. But on the other hand, how much worse could it be? Story 42. I can't even get off the couch. Can you help me get my life together and lose some weight? Story 43. Scrolls through Reddit and sees the absurdity unfolding. Why, yes, I do. We ride at dawn to find the musky Cheeto. Then we all go to sleep because, despite coming from different universes, we all very much need more rest. Story 44. It's on my list, but with ADHD it can be challenging. You know what? This is a good time to set a deadline, and I would appreciate some help. Story 45. I was supposed to conquer the Earth? Let me see what your Earth looks like, because mine is a disaster filled with selfish individuals who should have gone extinct due to their ignorance. They leech off those who deserve to thrive, and those who thrive are like vultures, waiting for you to fail and feeding off you. Story 46. I have no desire. Pauses and thinks about the chaos in the world right now. You know what? Yes, let's go. Story 47. You really think you can trick me again? I understand. You're still upset about that incident, and I don't blame you. When I feel betrayed, I get worked up too. Listen, this multiverse is big enough for both of us. I've moved on and carved out a nice, normal life here in the outskirts of reality, and if we could just bury the hatchet in this one timeline, I would really appreciate it. I heard I'm considered a strategic genius in another dimension. I know you enjoy a challenge, so why not come after me then? I just want to sit back and watch the chaos unfold. I have no stakes. I'm nobody now, and I don't want to be. How did you even find me? This is as far off the main timeline as you can get while still having humans as the dominant species. I did the math, and there is less than a 0.001% probability that this is a ripple timeline, which is why I chose it. I just want one life, just one life of peace for us. This version of me will be gone in 30 to 40 years, a fleeting moment in time with no lasting effects downstream. I want one life, from birth to death, where we are not the harbingers of tumultuous times that produce strong humans who remain woefully unprepared. Just one timeline where one of us doesn't die screaming at the hands of the other, and the other doesn't simply fade away at the end of their existence. So to answer your question, no, I don't want us anywhere near this. Just go away and let me pretend that I'm as surprised as the rest of these people when they arrive. Story 48. Yes, help me restore justice for all and true democracy to this failing country. But leave the evil Mirrorverse gradient schemer in the shadows. Story 49. No, I'm good. I've got them eating out of the palm of my hand. They think I'm just an ordinary guy having breakfast and going to work each day. Isn't it a marvelous deception? Story 50. Given the situation that is occurring, I would probably snap my fingers, point, and say, I'm in. Story 51. I would ask one of my other selves to perform a certain act and see if it felt like when I do it myself. I imagine it would excite the other version of me so much that he would then ask the next version to reciprocate, leading to a cycle where I would be in a big loop with myself, which mirrors my everyday life. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.